All right, so this is the mini series of the Logan and Ethan Shit Show podcast. We are bringing this as a YouTube exclusive, sort of little review side of our channel, I guess is how you want to say it.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about different kinds of movies, different kinds of music, video games, anything else that we can review. We wanted to make this an unbiased review that isn't coming from something like IGN. Because I know I for sure don't. I don't think Logan does, but we don't shave anybody's asses with our mouths, unlike IGN.
Yeah.
So that's where we want this review to come from.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we don't take money for good or bad reviews. So.
Yeah, this is so we're not getting any money from anybody doing this review, so you don't have to worry about that.
The whole idea of this series is just to leave it completely unscripted and just give honest feedback.
Yeah. So enjoy the review. All right, so this is going to be our video review, YouTube exclusive. It's not going to go on Spotify or any of the other platforms our podcast goes on to. Our second one that we've done so far now. It's going to be about, it's not Suicide Squad 2, it's just the Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
But the second Suicide Squad that just came out.
2020, yeah.
Yeah, well, 2021.
Oh, shit. You're right. Sorry. Yeah.
It's going to be kind of the same layout if you saw the Conjuring one that we did. We're going to first we're first going to start off talking about just like our initial thoughts of it, and then we're going to give some pros and cons that we both have with it, and then we're going to do a little plot summary type thing where we talk about some of the main points of the plot, and then we'll conclude it giving it like a point-based rating, like how a lot of the cliche review sites do, like IGN, which sucks asshole. This is not IGN.
Yeah, and if you didn't watch the first Conjuring review, our kind of objective here is to be unbiased and unscripted. So it may sound kind of janky at times, but we're just trying to speak directly without fucking sounding like a robot or getting paid by somebody. So
yeah. And real quick, if you see I guess we'll just put one of the characters' picture. I think we should do the fucking shark.
Oh, okay, or the weasel.
Yeah, we'll put one of their pictures, either shark or weasel, either king shark or what's his name, Nanawe,
yeah.
or weasel. We'll put their picture, and it'll be on whichever side of the screen. Logan will put in like text, like the spoilers will be here, and then and then spoiler free will be over here.
If it's above my head, it's gonna be spoiler free. And then if it goes above his head, if you end up skipping around and you see the picture above his head, just be forewarned, there's spoilers.
Hello.
Yep. And then real quick before we get started with our initial thoughts, if you like what you hear from this episode, be sure to check us out on our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon, what else are we on? Pandora.
OnlyFans.
Yep.
Farmhouse.
Yeah, the Logan and Ethan Shit Show. You can just type it up and it'll come up on all those platforms. But all right, Logan, what's your first thoughts on it, on the Suicide Squad?
It was pretty good. I'd say it was better than the first one, but that's not really like a crazy high standard. I happen to like the first one, but I don't know. I'm not really too big on like critiquing movies for every little thing. But I mean, there's some movies that I despise, but I don't know.
Didn't we see the first one in theaters together? Or am I tripping? Okay.
I did. I don't know. I think you were there, yeah.
I was there, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is it didn't really have much to live up to, I guess. Or compete with, but...
Yeah, so my thing with it is the first one, I also think the same. It got shit on, but I think it was actually pretty good, the first one was. I didn't think it was that bad. But I was telling Logan yesterday, it's like, I don't think it was bad, but I also am not like all boners hard about the Suicide Squad. Like,
right.
Now that I've seen both of them, I'm not like, oh, I need another one.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it was pretty good, you know.
And did you ever watch, I don't want to get too off topic here, but did you ever watch the new Harley Quinn movie?
Oh, Birds of Prey? No.
Oh, okay.
Nope, I never saw that one either. Was that like the chick Justice League type thing or what?
No, it was just Harley Quinn, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
It was pretty good.
All right, maybe I'll check that out.
But anyway.
But yeah, my initial thoughts on it, coming from somebody like myself, I love horror. That fucking gore was sick.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, they did good.
Like, started right off the bat, just boom, fucking gore. I was like, oh, this is going to be sick.
Yeah.
And then I did like the characters.
Yeah, they were different.
Yeah, I'll talk about more in the pros and cons, but I didn't. No, I'll talk about that in the cons that I have. Never mind. But yeah, I like the characters, and honestly, I thought the story was actually not bad either. So
Yeah. It was better than the first.
to start off with the pros and cons here, I'll start off with my pros for it. As I've already kind of touched on, I really like the characters that they created with it. I like that little weasel dude. I thought he was pretty cool. I really do wish he would have been more in there. I was kind of hoping for it, but
Yeah.
And then I liked the shark dude quite a bit. That was my favorite character. And then I liked Bloodshot. He was pretty sick. And I even liked John Cena's character, honestly. I didn't think he was that bad.
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He looked stupid as fuck with his little hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, that as far as the pros go, that's probably about it. I mean, it had good acting. I really liked the story. I'll get into a little bit that in my cons as well, though.
Yeah.
But as far as like the story itself goes, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably my pros for it.
Yeah, my pros probably the same like for the characters and stuff, and I guess one of my pros would be that they pulled off like another like lighthearted superhero movie.
Yeah, I do like the comedy. Yeah,
Yeah, because like Marvel, they try a humor and like Deadpool's pretty fucking funny, but like the other movies, like their one-liners are kind of like to me anyway. But Marvel definitely has DC beat in terms of like the whole universe because DC is all over the fucking place right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that'd be my pro would be the characters and then how they were actually able to achieve like a lighthearted comedy action type deal again.
Yeah.
And the cinematography is good. There was a pretty good amount of like big names in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of actors in there.
Yeah. Even if some of them weren't in there for long, it was just like a little cameo, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that,
All right. Well, to start off with my cons, then first, this isn't a spoiler. I don't think. I mean, it might be, but it's in the first 10 minutes, so it's whatever. I'm just gonna say it. I fucking hate how quickly the old characters got taken out of the show.
Yeah.
That's how I'll word it. I don't like how like Captain Boomerang and like all that shit. They were just like boop.
Yeah.
It's like no what?
Yeah.
And then the movie opened up with that. What I don't even know what that dude was.
The arm guy.
No, the one that was like bouncing the ball.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
And it didn't even last. It was dumb.
Yeah.
I thought it was dumb anyway. But my other con to it was how like. I mean, I've seen lots of movies where they'll show something sick at the beginning, and then it'll say, 5 days earlier or something. But this movie kept fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Like, it would do it. It did it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that's fine, whatever. It's doing it at the beginning. But then, like, midway through the movie, it would show a scene, and then it would say, like, 8 minutes earlier, and it would show a different. I'm like, what?
It was,
What?
It was.
What?
Really,
You're jumping all over the place,
Yeah, it was
man.
really sporadic.
But, yeah. I think those, as far as the cons go, those is probably my only two.
Yeah, honestly, same here. I didn't like how sporadic it was, but that's kind of how the first one was, too. It was hard to, like, follow along with the story.
Well, the first one I felt like was a little bit easier, in my opinion.
Oh, no, it was definitely easier, but it was the same in the sense of it just being like, wait, what? It's just, like, so out there. But I understand that's what they're going for. But I guess there could be an argument. There's an argument to be had that it's, like, better than, like, a cliche fucking Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
oh, the villain took something and I gotta go get it back. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, it was kind of weird. I was like 8 minutes earlier, and then you had to like fucking watch that, and then it was all caught up again, and then you would go back and
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of that, honestly.
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like as far as pros and cons go, that's a pretty good spoiler-free type breakdown there.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on over to the plot summary. All right, so if you listened to the pros and cons and didn't skip to this part where it's now going to be some spoilers, well, it's going to be a lot of spoilers. It starts off the movie doing some fucking, I don't know, it was weird because like they were talking about some mission, but it didn't know what the fuck was, like, what they were doing.
Yeah,
It was weird.
They're like storming the beaches of fucking Normandy.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much. Yeah. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah,
'Cause y'all got gunned down.
they got fucked.
But yeah. So that's how it opened up. Is you meet the old Suicide Squad, pretty much. The one that was in all the characters that were in the first one, plus a couple extra ones.
Yeah,
like the Weasel and TDK, the detachable kid, and that one dude with the javelin. I don't think he was in the first one either.
no, the old
But
guy.
yeah, so there was a couple new ones, and yeah, that whole squad except for Harley Quinn because they wanted to keep her in there as a main character. Yeah, they just killed everybody off.
Yeah, it was really fucking weird, but I don't know. I guess you could say that it was kind of cool too because it was like hella fucking gory, I guess. But
Yeah, I was pretty sick on the gore side.
yeah,
And I was laughing pretty hard whenever those fucking detachable kids' arms were all fucking beating on the... and they were all shooting it, and he was all on the ground way far away, like spinning around and screaming. It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how it opened, and then that was Team 1, I guess you find out, and then that... I don't even know that girl's name. The boss,
Waller,
the girl.
Amanda Waller.
Yeah. She says, okay, let's focus on Team 2 then. And then you see Team 2, but then before you can see their action spot, it cuts back and it says 3 days earlier or something.
Yeah.
And that's whenever you get the backstory behind Bloodshot, which is the new main character. I think he had more screen time than Harley Quinn did in this movie, honestly.
It was kind of disappointing.
I thought he was all right, but
No,
yeah.
it was cool.
Yeah, you were just trying to see that ass. Yeah, you got some backstory into that, and then she walks him through, and she pretty much introduces him to the new Suicide Squad, is what I kind of took it as. Like,
Yeah.
the old ones are dead, as we saw. These are the new Suicide Squad members, which you have fucking the King Shark, Nawe or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
You have the Rat Lady, I forgot her name already.
The Rat Catcher, I think.
And you have Bloodshot. And then you have John Cena, which is Peacemaker. That's his superhero name. And then you also have Rick Flag still. He survived, I should say. Well, so far, but
yeah.
he survived. And then you also have the polka dot dude. There we go.
Yeah. There's two of the characters were goofy. The polka dot dude and the Rat Catcher. Well, not bad, but just really fucking out there.
Yeah. And then, let me see, after that, it goes back to the fucking beach then, after all those other people had died, and then it shows them, they didn't have any issues on the beach because none of their squad members sold them out like Pete Davidson's bitch ass did. So then you have the other squad members there, and then they eventually make it through. They come across a camp, and they fucking obliterate, and fucking John Cena's character and Bloodshot, they were fucking... having a competition pretty much on who could do the most fucked up kills, like shooting people's dicks off and shit.
Yeah.
And come to find out, they were killing the good guys.
The allies. They got to the leader and she was like, "How come my group didn't notify me?"
Yeah, it was all quiet. I didn't see anybody out there. Did you see anybody out there? And then it cuts to her looking at all their bodies. But yeah, so that was pretty much like the first opening part of it, like where you got most of the action and shit. And then from there, the story, Harley Quinn got captured. They didn't kill her for whatever reason. I thought that was kind of weird. They killed everybody else, but they were like, yeah, we won't kill Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like they just didn't shoot her whenever they saw her. Well,
yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. So anyway, Harley Quinn gets captured. They find out, Rick Flag finds out about it, and you can kind of see, I kind of thought that Rick Flag was like kind of falling in love with her, in my opinion.
It could be, yeah.
They were just really close.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't trying to get her captured or killed or something, so he was like, well, let's go save her and shit. But anyway, I forgot that dude's fucking name, but like the dude with all the pins in his head, the needles, Pinhead.
Oh, yeah. We'll call him Pinhead because I don't remember either.
That's whenever you see him and you get introduced into the main evil villain. Well, I guess they're all villains, but the main antagonist of the story, which is Project Starfish, which is like this alien starfish shit.
I just want to throw in my opinion, I feel like after they got the beach back from the second squad and then they took out the camp, I feel like after that the story just kind of like fell off.
Yeah, because it was going all over the place.
Yeah, it was getting really not confusing. I'm not fucking stupid, but it was just like out there. I guess I don't know. They didn't do a very good job of linking everything up, in my opinion. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so after you see like the introduction and shit, you see like the main antagonist, like the starfish shit. It like gets on your face and sucks it, and then it kills you and comes a part of you. That's whenever it cuts to the Suicide Squad capturing that dude, the Pinhead dude. So they go into the bar with all those fucking dudes.
They were all trying to act normal, yeah.
Yeah. And that polka dot dude, I was fucking crying because he sees his mom everywhere he goes, so he was all fucking doing it and doggy with that girl, and it was his mom. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Ratcatcher and what's his name, the polka dot dude, they take that Pinhead and get him in the bus, and they get him away, and then Bloodshot, Peacemaker, and Rick Flag get captured by the like military that's controlling the island that they're on.
Yeah.
Cora Matra or something.
Corta Maltese.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then anyway, they escape that obviously, and then finally they go find Harley Quinn after all that shit had
Yeah,
aspired.
and by the time they got to her, she had already gotten herself out.
Yeah, which was sick.
It was a sick ass scene. Yeah, she fucking
destroyed him. Yeah,
snapped this dude's neck with her fucking legs.
with her cooch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after Harley Quinn gets reintroduced back into the group, that's pretty much the story goes straight into the final 45 minutes, which is all about the main antagonist, the starfish dude.
Yeah, because they were sent there to destroy the facility.
The evidence.
The evidence, yeah.
Pretty much. Well, that's what they...
That's what you learn
that's
later.
not what... Yeah, that's not what they were told, but that's what we find out.
Yeah.
So they storm the base, they get the Pinhead dude to get him into it and shit. They get in the base, and then you have this scene where the Ratcatcher has to escape the starfish, and she does. But then Peacemaker, his thing is like he wants to stick true to the mission and destroy the evidence. But after they found out that the evidence was condemning the United States for creating this shit, like making this shit happen,
Rick Flag wanted to turn it in, and then he ended up getting his shit clapped because Peacemaker wasn't about it.
Yeah, so Peacemaker ended up killing Rick Flag, so we won't see him again in the next Suicide Squad.
Which is kind of
stupid.
Yeah.
And then, but I was going to say is Peacemaker was also going to kill Ratcatcher too. But Bloodshot comes in and ends up shooting him in the eye, so or in the neck, yeah. And so that was pretty much that. They destroy the fucking starfish breaks out of its chamber and starts unleashing its fucking
armpit babies.
Yeah, its arm vag babies all over the fucking city and gets sucking on everybody. And then the final battle, they were gonna just leave at first because they fulfilled their mission by getting the data.
Yeah.
But I guess the Suicide Squad decided to be heroes and try to take out the starfish.
Yeah, and Amanda Waller almost fucking blew all their domes off, and then
some dude just whacked her in the fucking head.
Yeah.
And dunk.
Yeah.
And then during the battle, fucking the polka dot dude dies. So real quick, they ended up Harley Quinn goes into the eyeball of the starfish, and all the rats flood in from the Ratcatcher, and they end up killing the starfish thing
from the inside out. It was pretty sick.
It was pretty badass. And that was the end of the movie, pretty much, right there.
Yeah.
You do see, if you watch all the credits, they did kind of do a Marvel thing where you've watched all the credits. You saw the end thing where the Peacemaker actually wasn't dead. They ended up saving him, so he'll be back. Yeah. But yeah, so that was pretty much the quick plot rundown right there. And if it sounded all messed up and all over the place, it wasn't our fault.
Yeah, we probably fucked it up a little bit, but yeah.
No, that was how the movie was set up. It was, wait, so this is happening, but wait, hold on, this happened. And then, and then this happened.
Yeah.
And then, okay, now let's go back to the main story. Oh, but hold up.
But in between,
then this happened, actually. And so that's pretty much how it was. It was pretty confusing, but it was still amusing along the way. So it wasn't too bad. I do want to mention, though, after running down the plot, I thought it was fucking stupid after killing off all the first Suicide Squad people, they pretty much just killed off all the next Suicide Squad people.
Yeah, I feel like that might kind of be the point though, because they're the whole point of it is they're disposable.
Well, it's called the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but it's kind of whack how they get you to like develop feelings for characters, and then they're just
Yeah, because I kind of like that polka dot dude. Honestly, he was weird, but he was cool.
so the only
I liked it whenever he was shooting the fucking starfish leg.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a superhero, motherfuckers. All
Yeah. So the only ones that survived were Harley Quinn, the
Bloodshot.
shark fella, and Bloodshot, and the rat catcher.
Yeah, those 4.
Yeah. And it started with what? 6? 7?
Yeah, because you had Peacemaker, Rick Flag, and then the polka dot dude.
Yeah, and then I guess Peacemaker's still alive, but I
Oh,
didn't know that at the time.
Weasel's still alive too.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to mention that because he was just kind of a side thing. But
Yeah.
at the beginning, he drowns and they said he was dead. But at the end, you see him come back and he starts coughing and he's like,
Yeah.
starts running that fucking run. He's all
That cough. He's all it's like that Chihuahua vine.
yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the Suicide Squad plot summary. Damn. Whew. All over the place. All right, let's get to our conclusion here then.
All right, so here's going to be the ending verdict. And if you happen to skip to this side, I suppose this could be spoiler free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try to put a timestamp there. So if you wanted to just see hear our actual thoughts about it with a number, you can just skip to that and you won't get any spoilers. And if you're here, then you made it.
Thank you.
So we're gonna do 1 out of 10, right?
Okay. 0 to 10, yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
Because I'm doing mine 0.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You go ahead. You go ahead.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right, so I like the movie. I honestly do. And I'm going to be pretty honest with it, and I'm going to say 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I think the 2.5 points that it's lacking is the story, just how fucked up it sounds. Because if you heard the plot summary, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Like, just stick to it. One fucking straight thing, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And even, like, I don't know. But I give it a 7.5. That's my final verdict, I think. Overall, though, I think it was a good movie. Like, a 7.5 isn't bad.
No.
But it's not something that I'm, like, eager to watch again anytime soon, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yep, that's my final.
I'm gonna do 8, I guess. Just because if I had to rate like the last Suicide Squad, I would have given it like a 6.
Oh, damn.
So it definitely upgraded.
Nice. All right.
And yeah, my only gripes were really just the lack of a compelling story and the fact that they were just the fucking wiping out characters.
Yeah. But now that you said it, it makes sense in my mind. Where I mean, it's a Suicide Squad, so
Yeah.
I guess they're supposed to die. But
Yeah.
they didn't die in the first one though. That was a weird thing. So
Right. Yeah.
Kind of weird how they kind of just
Yeah.
did that in the second one.
Yeah. Because if they would have done that in the first one, you would have just came to believe it. Like if Harley Quinn and
Yeah.
Deadshot were the only ones that were like permanent, then it'd be like okay.
Yeah.
But they didn't lead you to believe that. So.
Yeah, but as far as it goes, I think it was a good movie overall.
Yeah.
A 7.5 and an 8's not bad.
No.
So
Not by IGN standards.
fuck IGN, man. Fuck them. Fuck them. But yeah, I think that'll about wrap it up. I don't know how long this will come out to be, but we're trying to keep it a little bit shorter than what we usually do. If you do check out our podcasts, they typically last about an hour. These reviews are meant to be about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, so if you like listening to my terrible, annoying voice, then definitely check that shit out.
Yeah, but it was fun to watch the Suicide Squad. I think our next review that we're going to do is going to be on Outer Banks, season 1 and 2. That'll be pretty sick. And then the next one after that is going to be Rick and Morty season 5 as a whole, not the finale. Because we've talked about our feelings on each episode as it comes out on our podcast, but we're going to do a whole review on the whole season. So it'll be pretty sick. So keep an eye out for those of you that watch this.
All right.
Yep.
Well, thank you for watching, and thank you for suffering through the listening. Yeah.
All right. So thank you for viewing that episode of the mini series of the Logan Ethan Shit Show podcast. If you liked that, we have plenty of other content that comes out to loads of streaming services that we link down in the description. We are on big platforms such as Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, all that type of shit. So if you liked what you heard in this review, go check out our other podcast episodes where we talk about anything and everything.
And if you made it this far, congratulations.